Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this Threezero figure showcase and review, we're going to be taking a look at their mdlx Skywarp figure. So as you can see, I've got quite a few figures out. We're going to see how he looks and compares to one of his newest iterations, the original version of himself. And while I've still got this guy here as well, we can see him with another Threezero Seeker. So as I start to move all of these out of the way, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if I'd hit that subscribe button for me now, please, because it really will help me out. So before we have a look at the actual figure, let's look at the packaging. The packaging is beautiful. For those of you who are unaware, in fact, I need to lift this up, excuse the glare. These Threezero figures are licensed by Hasbro and Takara. That is why they can use the proper names. These are high quality premium action figures, and that means they do not transform. They are just action figures. There is wind blades, which I've already attached, and there's the I suppose, what do they call them? I think his just got, it says null ray, but I was sure that obviously only Starscream had the null rays, but there we go, it says null ray guns on the side as well. And again, the packaging is beautiful. He does come packaged in multiple, I suppose, plastic casings like this. You do have to attach the wings to it. You do have to attach, well, you can mess around with the hands and the guns. In fact, the best thing I can do is just show you all of that. So let's bring all these parts here. So let's come right back down, get it onto focus right there. So I've changed some of the fists around just so I've put the blades in. He's got another 1, 2, 3 additional sets of fists and 2 more different face plates. So as I say, I've put everything in his hands and everything already. Let me show you the articulation on these things, because it is crazy. It is very detailed and very clever. So there, of course, is the face. Look at the detail here in the engines, in the bits at the back. This will spin all the way around. You can see as well that the neck moves as well as the head. So again, super articulated for that part there. The arms will come out. Again, you've got the shoulder part that moves, the additional bit that moves underneath. So super articulated there, pretty much getting you the full T with that. With regards to the arms going round, unfortunately, as you can see, the wings do get in the way. Obviously, you can, let me just take these out for a second. You can swivel at the top of there. You've got the bicep flexion, and because you can change and replace all of the fists, you do of course have the wrist articulation. Here's something I admit I forgot with the Sunstorm video. Genuine ab crunch. Look at that, perfect. It's so clever. And in fact, if I just take this off the back, because again, you do attach this yourself, the detail on these is crazy. So you can see that that's actually moving. There's, I suppose, what a robot's spinal cord, whatever it's going to be, I'm not too sure. These are all hip skirts. Oh, I've left the plastic on. I didn't even realize it was on there. These come so well packaged. I'll take that off in a second, but you can kick this forward, you can take this back, you can kick it all the way back. There is your thigh swivel, there is your knee bend. Look at the detail inside there. Really, really good. Ankle tilt, rock, everything you can think of. And again, if I spin it round to the back, look at the detail here. Insane. So good, so good. And again, I think the reason why they can do this, obviously, is they haven't got to worry about the figure transforming, which I know is a bit alien and a bit backwards, but in fact, it's not now. There's so many figures out there that don't transform. It's crazy. And I think it's good for all fans, because if that means you can get a brilliant representation, which is exactly what this is. There is some die cast in here as well, guys, especially on the joints, which you can feel there. If you can get a really good iteration of your favorite character and you just want to put him on a shelf to display or to do some, photos, then it's just fantastic for that reason. How did I miss that there? Let's line that up. That slots in as simple as that, as you can see. What I'm going to do very quickly before I start showing you all these and taking the fists off, etc., is just very quickly bring in Sunstorm. Now, again, as always, as all companies do, Acid Storm's just come out. They, of course, have got Starscream and Thundercracker available as well. And I imagine that they'll probably do whichever other ones they've missed in the future as well. Now, to give you an idea of size, all companies do this. It's a bit of a pain in the bum, let's be honest. They basically make them to their own scale. I would say it's probably intentional. I would say they do it intentionally so they don't scale with everything else. That is a YOLO Park Megatron, which you can see. So obviously they will not go well together. That's a Studioseries Megatron. So obviously I know these aren't supposed to scale. I'm just bringing you them in to give you an idea of how big the figure is. So that's a Studioseries. Let's move that out of the way. This is, again, another Studioseries. not too bad, not too bad. And they're sort of similar because, you know, that's a bit of a stylized G1. We're exactly like that. Okay, so what else have we got here? Let's bring in, that's a Masterpiece Jinrai. Again, this is just to give you an idea of how big they are. They aren't supposed to go together whatsoever. Very quickly, let's bring in Commander Prime, and then I'm going to bring in some of the other Skywarp figures that we've got as well. So let's move Acid Storm. So I'm thinking, but I could be wrong. This is the last iteration we've had of him, the Earthrise Twin Pack. So quite a bit smaller, but again, this guy does obviously transform. And then just again for a bit of a giggle or just to see how things have improved, there you go. That is your original Generation 1 version right there. Right, let's move these out of the way. Last couple of things that we can do or that I can show you regarding it. If you don't want the null rays, they're calling them that, not me. I don't think they're called null rays. You can take these out. You can also pop them in the hands, so you can have them like so. You can have them using them as a blaster, exactly the same as the toys, to be honest. The toys you can take out and you can swap and you can change. You can also change the fists. Now hopefully this should work. Sometimes I struggle with this because it's really hard reaching around the camera getting it to pop in, but it is something as simple as the circle. Oh, brilliant. That's the easiest one I've ever had to do. So same again, you can change and you can replace all of these fists. They do come packaged. I've just said easy and look what I've done. I've popped that off. Now they do come packaged in their what's the word I'm after, with just the closed fists. So there we go, I've just popped that out. It is just a simple case of putting the balls both in the end there. I'm not going to do that and waste the time on this video though. So it's just, I was going to say, yeah, they do come packaged like this. And of course the wings aren't on either. You can change the faceplate by lifting this up. That's just fired straight out, as you can see. And these will then just attach via them two tabs like so. So let's lie them down, line everything up. And now we have a different expression on the face. There we go, guys. Anyway, I think there's nothing more to say about this. It is just an action figure. He doesn't transform, and they are great fun, and indeed they do all look very good together. So I'm going to fix his hand. You guys let me know what you think of him in the comments, and of course, take care.